point is that with friendship like ours, we can say anything to each other.
Absolutely anything. Just be careful what you say.
We'll always be bosom buddies, friends, sisters, and pals. We'll always be bosom buddies. If life should reject you, there's me to protect you.
If I say that your tongue is vicious,
If I call you uncouth, it's simply that. Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and tell you the truth?
though now and again I'm aware that my candid opinion may sting.
Though sometimes my frank observations might scald. I've been meaning to tell you for years, you should keep your hair natural like mine.
If I kept my hair natural like yours, I'd be bald. But, darling,
We'll always be dear companions,
my crony,
my mate. We'll always be harmonizing.
Orphan Annie and Sandy, like
Amos and Andy.
if I say that your sense of style as far off as your youth, it's simply that. Who else but a bosom buddy will tell you the whole stinking truth?
Each time a critic has written, your voice is the voice of a frog, straight to your side to defend you, I rush. You know that I'm there every time the world makes an unkind remark. When they say Vera Charles is the world's greatest lush. It hurts me.
And if I say your fangs are showing, mane pulling your claws, it's simply that. Who else but a bosom buddy would notice the obvious flaws?
I feel it's my duty to tell you, it's time to adjust to your age. You try to be peg of my heart when you're really Lady Macbeth. Just exactly how old are you, Vera? The truth. How old do you think? Oh, I'd say somewhere between 40 and death. But sweetie,
I'll always be Alice Toklas if you'll be Gertrude Stein. And though I'll admit I diss you, I've gossiped and gloated, but I'm so devoted.
and if I say that sex and guts made you into a star, remember that. Who else but a bosom buddy will tell you how rotten you are? Just turn to your bosom buddy for aid and affection, for help and direction, for loyalty, love, and pursuit. Remember that. Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and level, will give you the devil, will sit down and tell you the truth. You know, Vera, I find it amazing that I think of all the same men that we've dated over the years and still remained so inseparable.
Maine, I never dated the same man you did.
Well, what about Carlo? You know, that sexy Argentinian with the big shoulders.
I never dated Carlo. I married him. I never dated him.
I'm sorry, but listening to you ladies makes me all goose pimply all over. You see, I've never had one.
Never had one what?
A date with a member of the opposite, you know what. Mrs. Burnside, is there something wrong?
Agnes, you're coming out.
Where?
Gooch, you have beautiful eyes. Take these glasses off and leave them off forever.
But Miss Charles, I can't see anything out of my right eye.
Who can? Look out of your left one.
And what do you call those things?
Orthopedic Oxfords?
Kick them off. Well, my goodness, Agnes, you do have a bust. Where have you been hiding it all these years? All those clothes off, Agnes.
Mrs. Burnside, there's a man in the house.
Oh, don't be a goose. Get those clothes off and keep them off. Ito, come in here. We have work to do.
I don't have a very clear picture of what's going on.
Well, when we're through with you, honey, men will be breaking down your door.
What about my virtue?
Oh, your virtue. Don't be a goose. There's nothing wrong with a harmless smooch.
Oh, just the thought of it makes me so nervous. I could die.
Have a date first, then die. Here, this will calm you down.
Oh, but spirits do the most terrible things to me. I'm not the same girl.
What's wrong with that?
Will it mix with Dr. Pepper?
Oh, he'll love it.
I think we should do something about this complexion. For God's sake, Agnes, close up those pores. Ito, run upstairs and drag out that sexy red dress I had sent over from Paris, and then get out all my cosmetics, face creams, lipsticks, eyebrow pencils.
And a chisel.
Tonight, Agnes, you can be the Queen of Romania.
I think I know what you're suggesting I do, but I just don't think I can be so suggestive.
Agnes, where is your spine? Here you've been living in the same house with me all these years, and you don't understand what I believe in. Live, that's what I believe in. Life is a banquet, and most poor sons of bitches are starving to death.
Live?
Live.
Live!
You know, Vera, I think you and I might be the greatest team since Romulus and Remus.
I'm sure one of them was a fella. I've patiently watched you for years with those asinine projects of yours. From orphans to health foods, you've looked for your niche.
I feel that my search will be complete the moment I finish my book. I'll write about us and who is the bitchier bitch.
I concede.
If life should reject you, there's me to protect you.
human race is ready for my book, Ito.
Oh, yes, Missy. Highly educational.
What time is it? What day is it?
Vera, I'm working.
On what?
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2? It took you 6 months to write chapter 1.
Well, Flaubert spent 13 years on Madame Bovary.
How did she stand it? Whenever I read a book, I always skip that "when I was born" jazz and turn immediately to the sexy parts. You know, like when the girl is 12.
Good afternoon, ladies. I just dropped in to see how my favorite authoress is doing.
Oh, swimmingly, Lindsay.
Wonderful, but why are you typing yourself?
Well, after Agnes left, I couldn't face hiring a new secretary. All this material is so intimate.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what happened to Agnes?
Well, we're not exactly sure. We kind of redesigned her and launched her. Except for a postcard, we haven't heard from her in 6 months. It says, "I'm trying to do everything you taught me to do." And it's from the Shangri-La Motel in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Auntie Mame.
Hello, darling.
Auntie Vera, Uncle Lindsay. Hope you're not too busy, because I've got some important news.
Oh, I hope it's gossip.
It is. It's about me. I've got a girl.
I suspected as much.
And it's not just a girl, it's the girl. Her name is Gloria Upson, and you're going to meet her today.
Well, I hope you didn't leave her sitting in the car.
I dropped her off at her girlfriend's on Park Avenue. She wanted to get spruced up before she met you.
Oh, well, I'd better get spruced up on my own here.
I'll bring her by in about 10 or 15 minutes, okay?
I'll have my face all organized by then.
Oh my God. It's the Queen of Romania.
Oh, Agnes, what happened?
I opened a new window. I wanted you to be the first to know.
Oh, now, Agnes, everything's going to be all right.
Do you think they noticed?
Now you just come and sit right over here and tell me all about it.
Okay, I'll try. With my wings resolutely spread, Mrs. Burnside, and my old inhibitions shed, Mrs. Burnside, I did each little thing you said, Mrs. Burnside. I lived, I lived, I altered the drape of a drop of my bodice and softened the shape of my brow. I followed directions and made some connections, but what do I do now? Who would think this Miss Prim would have opened her window as far as her whim would allow? And who would suppose it be so hard to close it? Oh, what do I do now? I polished and powdered and puffed myself. If life is a banquet, I stuffed myself.
talked it over, and I'll find a place for Agnes to stay.
Oh, I know a darling Jesuit priest who runs a fascinating home for fallen women. I do not consider Agnes fallen. On the contrary.
Auntie Mame, don't tell me Agnes is going to live here.
Well, I'll insist on it. Where else can she go in her friendless condition? Ito, help our little mother to her room, please.
You're befriending me?
Hell yes. Why should the Jesuits have all the fun? What a lovely, lovely thought. After all these years, to have a nursery again.
Oh, what a project.
I hope you all approve of what I'm doing. After all, it's entirely my fault.
Mame, really?
I planted the seed of adventure in that girl's soul. I mean, I know it's biologically impossible, but ethically, I am the father of this child.
Well, I guess I'll be buzzing along.
Oh, Patrick, I'll be waiting to meet Gloria.
Well, with the excitement and everything, it's a little busy now. Let's make it another time.
Oh, well, what night would you like to bring your girl by?
I'm not sure, Auntie Mame. This is Gloria's busy week.
Oh, well, Thursday works perfect for me.
Oh, no. Gloria works as a nurse's aide every third Thursday.
Isn't that nice? Friday, then?
On Friday, she rests up from Thursday. Tell you what I'll do, Auntie Mame. They're very social. They give lots of parties.
Who do?
The Upsons, Gloria's folks. I'll get you invited up to their place up in Connecticut so you can meet them all properly, okay?
Properly.
I'll call you.
I'll ride down with you. Goodbye, little father.
Vera, what am I going to do?
Well, Mame, you've got to do things properly. You'll have to invade Connecticut.
Seems like a regular fellow, and a looker, too.
I hope it's okay to have Glory's party in the barn. I would hate for Mrs. Burnside to think we live like gypsies.
You show me gypsies who live like we do.
Oh, now, Claude Upson, you be genteel in front of Mrs. Burnside.
Damn it, I'm always genteel.
My aunt just loves your place.
Oh, Patrick, we are so esteemed to have your auntie as a guest.
Well, she's dying to meet Gloria.
And what a big day it is for our little Glory, saying goodbye to her teen years and hello to her future aunt-in-law to be.
Mr. and Mrs. Upson, I can't begin to tell you how I feel about your home.
Good to see you, Mamie. Here's your poison. I make my daiquiris with a secret ingredient I learned from this native down in the Virgin Islands. Excuse my expression. I'll tell you this much. There's no sugar in Claude Upson's daiquiris.
And yet they're so sweet.
Whatever do you use?
Yes.
chocolate ice cream.
Oh, no. Well, since we're practically relatives, I'll let you in my little secret. Honey.
I beg your pardon.
That's my secret ingredient, strained honey. And quite a bit of rum, too.
Auntie Mame, this is Gloria.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to make your acquaintance.
Well, you are very special to Patrick, and therefore you are very special to me.
And isn't this a marvelous party that Mums and Daddums are throwing for me? Everyone on the guest list is absolutely top hole.
Marvy.
Today it's farewell to naivete and hello to sophistication.
Oh, I can see that.
Isn't she beautiful, Auntie Mame?
Oh, yes.
Wait till Mamie learns about the surprise.
Oh, not yet, Claude, not yet.
And what lovely hair.
Do you like it? The secret is the shampoo. You'll never guess what I use.
Strained honey.
Beer! I just pour it and pour it and pour it, and it just foams and foams and foams. Daddum says it looks like the bubbles are coming right out of my brain.
I made these especially for you, Mamie.
Oh, well, they look delicious. Whatever are they?
Well, I take 2 cans of tuna fish, I run them through the meat grinder, and then I add clam juice and peanut butter.
Mame, I want to make a toast to the good life, to us and ours.
Say, Mamie, do you think we ought to stop the kiddies from acting so lovey-dovey?
It's good for him, honey. It's going to warm him up for the wedding.
Wedding? Oh, Claude Upson, you went and spilled the surprise.
She was going to have to learn sooner or later.
It's wonderful of you to keep me informed.
Oh, Mamie, I have planned the most beautiful wedding. I'm already starting to cry.
So am I.
You see, Mamie, your Patrick and our little Glory will be joined together at the Church of the Heavenly Rest in East Montebank.
It's the most restricted community in our part of Connecticut.
I'll get a blood test.
Oh, don't worry, Mamie. We haven't left you out of our plans.
Claude and I have the wedding present all figured out.
You and me, Mamie, we're going to get together and we're going to buy the kiddies that
What?
valuable plot right next door. Well, that dandelion patch is one of the choicest pieces of real estate in all of Montebank.
You see, Mamie, this section is restricted only up to our property line, so we feel we have an obligation to keep the wrong sort, well, you know.
We settle the kiddies in there, protect the whole neighborhood, do everybody a favor. We're going to split it 50-50, Mamie. I have the escrow papers here. We've already signed them. Just put down your John Hancock, and it's happily ever after.
My, you've thought of everything. Do you mind if I just speak to Patrick about this for a bit?
Sure thing, Mamie. Just give me the high sign when you want another daiquiri.
Say, Mamie, you don't happen to like gin, do you?
Love it.
Wonderful. After dinner, I'll get out the cards and we'll have a little game.
Bye. Bye. I was going to tell you, Auntie Mame, but things kept getting in the way.
What things?
Well, I knew it would take you a while to get used to the Upsons.
Are you used to them? The way they think? The way they live?
Auntie Mame, it's very simple. I'm in love. What the hell is this?
What you're in love with, what you're stuck with, peanut butter, tuna fish, and clam juice for the rest of your life. Is that what you want?
Aunt Mame, I have lived with a lot of screws and nuts most of my life. I guess it didn't hurt me, but I damn well want to protect my little glory from people like that.
You mean people like me.
I didn't say that. I just don't want my Gloria to know a lot of things that ordinary, decent human beings just don't have to know about.
So you want to spend the rest of your life in that restricted dandelion patch with Little Miss Schlitzhead.
Forget it. Forget you ever met the Upsons. Forget you ever met me.
Patrick. Where's that boy with the bugle? My little love was always my big romance. Where's that boy with the bugle? And why did I ever buy him those damn long pants? Did he need a stronger hand? Did he need a lighter touch? Was I soft or was I tough? Did I give enough? Did I give too much? And the moments when he needed me, did I ever turn away? Would I be there when he called if he walked into my life today? Were his days a little dull? Were his nights a little wild? Did I overstate my plan? Did I stress the man and forget the child? And there must have been a million things that my heart forgot to say. Would I think of one or two if he walked into my life today? Should I blame the times I pampered him, or blame the times I bossed him? What a shame. I never really found the boy before I lost him. Were the years a little fast? Was his world a little free? Was there too much of a crowd, all too lush and loud, and not enough of me? Though I'll ask myself my whole life long, what went wrong along the way? Would I make the same mistakes if you walked into my life today? If that boy with the bugle walked into my life today?
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, sir.
You're new here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
Pegeen, sir.
I'm Patrick.
Oh, I know, sir. Oh, she showed me so many photographs of your growing up. I especially like the ones of you at the zoo with the giraffes eating peanuts off your head. Oh, careful, sir. Watch the steps. The bottom one's the lowest.
Pardon?
Sorry. Something me grandmother always used to say.
Did she now?
She had a saying for everything, that one did.
Ah, Mr. Patrick. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ito. Where's my aunt?
Getting ready for the big blowout.
Oh no, this is going to be a nice, simple little evening at home. Aunt Mame?
Relax. People get married every day.
I'm not getting married every day. I'm getting married 3 weeks from Tuesday.
Congratulations.
Patrick? Pipe of peace? I promise I won't say one teensy-weensy son of a bitch all evening.
You look so wonderful, no one would notice anyhow. Oh, Aunt Mame, who can stay mad at you? After the fight we had at the Upsons, I felt terrible.
Oh, so did I. But now look how nice everything's turned out. And well, tonight, I want everything to be just perfect for the Upsons.
You're wonderful, Aunt Mame.
Aw.
Hey, what about Agnes?
Oh, in seclusion, dear. Erase her from your thoughts.
Hey, Mrs. Burnside, would you like me to help you with your party tonight? Hi, Patrick.
Agnes, dear, I told you to stay in your room tonight.
But it's calcium time, and my calcium pills are on the table.
Life's little emergencies.
My God, they're here.
I'll get it.
Oh, no, you don't.
You don't approve of me. I'm not loved.
You're loved, Agnes. My God, have you been loved? But please, Agnes, go cry in your room. Quietly.
Welcome. Welcome to the Burnside fireside.
Good to see you, Mamie.
Oh,
You don't look a day older.
Claude and Doris. Aw. Well, Gloria, you look scrumptious.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you again.
And our family counselor, through thick and thin, Mr. Babcock, how bully of you to come.
Bully of you to have me.
Well, now let's sit down, shall we? And let's have a drink. Oh, I'd like you to meet my staff. This is Ito and Miss Pegeen Ryan. Now, Claude and Doris, you were so unbelievably gracious to me up in Montebank that, well, I wanted to have something especially prepared for you.
These are scrumptious. Try with a little stripe of one's mouth.
Say, these are tasty.
Whatever are they, Mamie, dear?
Pickled python, peppered sheep's spleen, have some owl eggs. It's today. I said, Ito, do something exotic. Just try a little bit harder to please. And he's been extra ambitious. Try these, they're delicious. They're bees. And we're living, and we're well gay.
Isn't that the famous stage star? Oh, what's her name?
Well, now I won't introduce you to everyone, but I do want you to meet my dearest friend, Miss Vera Charles. Oh, and the celebrated publisher, Mr. M. Lindsay Woolsey.
Oh, my Miss Charles, I have got to tell you how I adored you in Reflected Glory.
Did you, dear?
That was Tallulah
Tallulah
Bankhead. Vera's only a baritone, dear. Now, darling, can I persuade you to have a drink?
Maybe just a tiny triple. Anything except rum. I've just come from the most god-awful cocktail party. Oh, they served daiquiri made with honey yet.
Oh, glory be, madam, I'm so sorry. Oh, what a mess. Oh.
Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, no, sir, you mustn't spoil your fine suit.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh.
I think
Oh.
I'd like to propose a toast to this lovely young couple as they face life together.
No, Auntie Vera, this isn't Gloria. This is Gloria.
Pity. Well, what the hell? Let's have a toast anyway. What do you say, Mrs. Upchuck?
Oh.
Now, Agnes, I told you to stay in your room.
But you also told me I had to take my calcium pills, and they're still on the table.
Is that a member of the family?
God, if I know.
I hope it's a member of somebody's family.
I'd like you to meet my secretary. She's a little bit, well, she's not quite herself these days.
Oh, now, we know all about these women things, don't we, dear? So, what's your name?
Gooch?
Well, Mrs. Gooch, you come right over here and sit down by me. So, tell me, dear, what does Mr. Gooch do?
Oh, my father passed on.
No, dear. I mean your husband.
I'm a bachelor girl, and my baby's gonna be a little
Hold it! There's young people here.
Claude, as soon as we get him away from the aunt, everything is going to be fine.
You see, my aunt is so big-hearted. Whenever anyone's in trouble, she just has to go to the rescue.
I'm the one who's been rescued. Agnes has turned me on to a whole new project. I mean, just think. Do you realize how many women there are every year who find themselves expecting all by themselves?
Why, Mame, how theatrical of you. Imagine all those fallen young women finding a haven here at Beekman Place.
No. This is much too big for Beekman Place.
Mame's bought a piece of property up in Montebank.
What's that about Montebank?
Mamie, you're moving up into our neck of the woods?
The Beauregard Burnside Memorial Home for Single Mothers. Just picture hundreds of girls just romping through that dandelion patch.
Are you ready, Doris?
I've been ready for quite some time.
Come, Gloria. We have a long way to go.
Claude, you have to leave. There's rum. We can make daiquiris. We just have to strain honey. You. For 9 years, Mame Dennis Burnside, I've done my best to protect this boy from your cockeyed, idiotic nincompoopery. And now you've gone and done it. You've just ruined everything.
All you've ever wanted to do was slam windows in his life. Well, I won't let you do that to my little one. No. No, he's not little. And he's not mine. But he's not yours either, Mr. Babcock. And I doubt that he will let you marry him off to some head full of hair with the IQ of a dead flashlight battery.
Did you plan all this, Mame?
Now, Lindsay, what makes you say that? I've always wanted Patrick to make his own choices. Python, anyone?
Thank you, Moon Lady. And if someday a girl comes along, it won't take her long to see that I'll still be found, just hanging around. My best
Hey, Mom! Hey, Dad! Look at this wonderful piece of junk Auntie Mame gave me. This is what kids in India wear for hats. Crazy, huh?
Peter, I knew you like your aunt.
She's your great aunt, Peter.
She sure is. She's the greatest aunt a guy could ever have. I bet she knows a lot of stuff that you don't even know, Dad.
Are you going to let her spoil our son the same way she spoiled you?
She hasn't spoiled me, Pegeen. I'd be living in Montebank, and you'd be a bachelor girl.
Come here, Peter. Let me put that hat on you. I don't know much about India, but I think I know how to put it on. Come here. Oh, that looks wonderful, darling. Doesn't he look great?
It looks wonderful.
I think so, too. What else did you do with your Auntie Mame today?
Well, she taught me all these new things, and we were really thinking about going, well, somewhere magical, we thought.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Sounds interesting, I
Very
think.
interesting, I believe.
Salam to your mother, Peter. The way Auntie Mame showed you. Very good, Sahib.
Why are you rushing away, Auntie Mame?
Bel darwaze per carry-on. Darling, in Hindi that means the water oxen are waiting at the gate. But in our case, the water oxen are waiting at LaGuardia, TWA, Flight 100 to New Delhi.
What do you mean, our water ox?
Well, Peter and I have had the most beautiful idea.
No.
But the boy is deprived. He hasn't even ridden an elephant.
Oh.
Can I go, Mom? Please, please, please. It's just to India.
It's ridiculous. I wouldn't hear of it.
Dad,
You heard your mother.
you know what your trouble is, Mom? You don't live. Live! Live! Life is a banquet, and most poor sons of bitches are starving to death.
Oh! there's one thing you've got to understand. School starts the day after Labor Day. He's got to be back by then.
Well, naturally, Labor Day. That's sometime in November, isn't it?
Auntie Mame!
Peter, what adventures we're going to have together. And when your little boy is old enough to take a trip with your Auntie Mame, I hope you won't be as antediluvian as your father.
What's antediluvian, Auntie Mame?
Well, Peter, on the plane, I'll give you a pad of paper and a pencil, and you can write down all the words you don't understand.
She hasn't changed. She's the Pied Piper.
I've been shopping all day for your travel gear. Long pants and this.
Golly!
Oh, Peter, your Auntie Mame is going to open many new windows for you. What adventures we will have, my little love. Open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before.